Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Wednesday. Let's see. It's the 8th day of March. It is International Women's Day. Hey, you're a woman. Happy International Women's Day to you. National Oregon Day today. National Peanut Cluster Day. Those are good. I like those. National Proofreading Day. I don't know if that's spelled right. And National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day. It's a long title. A lot of stuff going on there. And I do have a guest joining me today, and you've heard his voice on so many programs. He's the announcer from a bunch of different shows. You might know the line, "Come on down.
Oh, yeah.
You're the next contestant on The Price is Right." That's just one of the many. Randy West is his name. He's the voice on a bunch of shows, and he's got a new book out. It's called TV Inside Out, where he's telling the behind-the-scenes stories about working with all of these people over the years. So I'm excited to chat with him coming up in just a bit.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. I love this. An IT company in India has come up with an unusual way to ensure employees maintain a healthy work-life balance. They created software that reminds them when their shift is up and it's time to head home. So, SoftGrid computer software is a notification system that kicks in the moment an employee's shift is over, warning them that the office system will shut down in 10 minutes. And it tells them, please go home. They have to have that?
I was going to say, I can honestly say I have never needed that sort of reminder.
This comes as more research focuses on the adverse effect of long working hours on the health and relationships of workers. A study shows that 55 or more hours of work per week can lead to a 35% higher risk of stroke and 17% higher risk of dying from heart disease. I've got a link to that study, by the way, if you'd like to read it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know a parrot's toes, like two toes, point forward while the other toe points backward? It's an arrangement that allows a parrot to
stand on a stick.
Well, to have a maximum grip. Other birds have 4 toes. Theirs are normally organized with 3 toes in the front and 1 in the back. Parrots, zygodactyl toes, I'm sure I said that wrong, allow them to be incredibly skilled climbers. So parrots have pretty special climbing toes. So it's kind of interesting. Do you think that's interesting, or am I wrong? You're looking at me like you could care less about parrots and their toes, and if I said zygodactyl right or wrong. How would you say it? Zygodactyl.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't say it? Okay. That's probably the right answer right there. All right, we don't know everything, clearly, but now we kind of know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Arnold Schwarzenegger is back. Netflix released a first-look teaser for the new thriller Fubar. It's coming out May the 25th. That is one of the many things that folks are excited about there. Chris Rock is finally slapping back after staying kind of quiet for about a year recently on his Chris Rock Selective Outage. It was a live stream from the Hippodrome Theater. He actually talked about it. And online, there's a lot of people saying this and saying that, some thinking it was really funny, some saying it wasn't. So To each their own. And with the coronation of King Charles just 2 months away, reports are emerging that planners are really struggling to get people to come to it. They have invited and they've told them no. Elton John, Spice Girls, Harry Styles, they've all been invited, but each one of them are like, kind of busy that day. Ed Sheeran's another one, Adele, Robbie Williams, a lot of folks that have been invited to come perform, and each one of them, for whatever reason, has turned down that is quite an honor to perform for a king, and they're like, I'm busy that day.
Huh.
Crazy. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. This is kind of cool. I didn't know this. Did you know that seahorses mate for life?
I did not.
And when they travel, they hold each other's tails.
Oh,
Little
how
tails.
cute is that?
Yeah, now I want a seahorse. And I'm loving this. A new treatment to prevent cavities is easier and more effective and cheaper than getting fillings. So listen up. It says dental sealants have been the preferred method to reduce the risk of cavities. A new technique involves the use of silver diamine fluoride, D-I-A-M-I-N. Diamine, is that how you'd say that?
I guess.
It's applied by brushing it onto the teeth. It's been shown to lower the risk of cavities in children by 80%. Researchers from NYU College of Dentistry found the treatment stopped cavities from getting worse in 50% of situations. That's kind of cool. The application of silver diamine fluoride can be done by a dental nurse, whereas sealants are applied by a dentist or a dental hygienist. This could be vital in reducing the overall risk of cavities in children, particularly those in low socioeconomic areas. But of course, dentists remind us that this is not a replacement for brushing teeth. So,
Okay.
Yeah, they're going, okay, it's good that we have this new thing available, but that doesn't mean, just ruin them. And when I was a kid, I remember somebody saying, I thought this is really funny. When I was a little kid, you have baby teeth, and then they fall out and you get, and I remember hearing a person refer to those as practice teeth.
A practice
I was like,
teeth.
what? Like, oh, your practice teeth. They're going to fall out. You got to brush your
funny.
teeth. Because those are just your practice teeth. And if you don't brush your teeth, when you get your permanent teeth, you're going to be in trouble. You got to practice on these practice teeth. And I can never think of them as anything other than practice teeth now. Like my practice teeth?
That's funny.
I don't think that's what they're called. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with Randy West. He's got a new book out. It's called TV Inside Out, Flukes, Flakes, Feuds, and Felonies. Randy, this book looks amazing.
It truly is. I'm waiting any moment for somebody to tap me on the shoulder and hand me a subpoena for going to court. But the great defense is it's all true. Backstage stories, things you would never believe. You see it on TV, you think, well, that's how these people live. Well, it isn't the case at all. They say if you watch hot dogs being made, you'd never eat one again.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what television production is all about.
Now, how long have you worked? You worked in radio and television for most of your life. How long have you been in the television world working with the other folks like this?
1990 was, 89 actually, was my first television show. And so that would make it whatever number of years. My God, I must have been 9 when I started. But yes, over 30 years on sets at ABC, CBS, NBC, all the cable channels. And I've worked with some of the most amazing people. I'm thrilled to have had the opportunity. But some of these people, as amazing as they are on camera, are not as amazing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The world just loves these stories, and every time I would tell them at a party, people said, "You've got to write this down."
Yeah.
And I thought hard because I didn't want to get served with a subpoena. But you know what? The great defense is it's all true.
There you go. I love that. What was your first big break when you look back? Because, when somebody looks at their career, there's so many things that are connected together that they get them where they're at in life. But do you remember what that first thing that you were super excited where you go, boy, this is amazing?
Well, it was just amazing to be working with a show called Our Magazine because it was live to tape with a live audience. I was responsible for the warm-up and all those coming up next, that kind of thing. But it really got sunk into my head when I started doing the Kids' Choice Awards because that was live, coast to coast, working with some huge names. The hosts were Tom Cruise and great motion picture names. But I'll tell you, the thrill of all was because I watched Johnny Olson do game shows taping in New York. The thrill of all was standing at the Price is Right with Bob Barker going, "Come on down."
Yeah.
That, to me, was just a dream come true. Dream come true. And Bob is 99 now. He's going to be 100 years old December 12th. What an icon. And what a thrill to have worked with him.
Well, and I'm looking at this list of people you've had a chance to work with. It is the who's who of Hollywood. You've had a chance to work with pretty much everybody. I don't know who's not on the list.
Yeah. Well, every show seems to need an announcer and or a audience warm-up person. As a result, if you just keep doing that job over and over again for year after year after year after year, you end up on shows where these people are guest stars or are co-hosts or as the case may be. And if you just kind of stand off to the corner and watch what goes on, it's an education. It's quite amazing.
And how has that industry changed since you started back in the late 80s, early 90s? Has it changed a lot or has it not changed a lot?
It's changed a great deal and with some shows. In the old days, like with Bob Barker working The Price is Right, the show was live to tape. It was as if there was no videotape. It was live. The old-timers knew before there was videotape, what you said went out on coast to coast. So when you work with the old liners, Wink Martindale and Bob Eubanks, and start naming names of game show hosts and talk show hosts, these guys who've been around worked live. Nowadays, you get into a studio with somebody and they go, "Oh, can we do that again? Can we stop?" And I have compassion for that, but it's just not the same as it was. It's not working on the high wire, in the circus when suddenly, wait a minute, there's a net on the back. You're not even off the ground at all.
Yeah.
You can stop. It's just not the way it once was. So working with guys like Bob Barker meant that if I couldn't get all that copy down, on that brand new 2014, whatever, LeBron continued steering, four-wheel, all those descriptions of those prizes, if I didn't get them right, I fell flat on my face coast to coast because there was no stopping and no editing. That's it. What you said went out. And I think that's the big difference.
Absolutely. So if somebody would like to find this book, TV Inside Out, Flukes, Flakes, Feuds, and Felonies, it's available right now. Where's the best place to find this? TVRandyWest.com. TVRandyWest.com, because then I can autograph and sign it to you, my good friend. Nice.
John, my great congratulations on your career. If you buy from me, I get to say something nice to you in a personal copy of it. Otherwise, of course, it's on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com and pretty much anywhere where anybody would want to buy a book. TV Inside Out. I am just so fascinated that I was able to get this finally to press and to a publisher and get it out in the world after 30 plus years of watching backstage lunacy.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Well, I'm excited to see all of those fun things in the book. And also, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Hey, my pleasure, John. You have a great time. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Again, Randy West has been our guest. I'm going to put a link to that book in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Disney World is the second largest purchaser of explosives in the United States. You know who number one is?
Who?
Department of Defense. Right behind the Department of Defense, Disney World, because of the fireworks
Well, they do
shows.
them I think they do them every day, don't they?
A lot of them. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Coca-Cola owns all URL domain name, like website domain names, that can be read as like AHH but they have AHH all the way up to 62 H's.
That sounds like something you would do.
So I'm going to buy 63 H's.
Yeah.
Working on that now. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Studies show a 50% off sign increases sales even if shoppers don't know the original price or what a reasonable price for the product would be.
You know what? That's true.
I know it's
and
true.
And stores do that all the time. They'll put sale and the price. They stick it on a little sticky tab. I always, you've
slide
been
it
with
over?
me. I always slide it over to
And she's
see
like,
what the original price
That's not even a
was.
sale. Yeah, Heidi's onto your reindeer games.
That's right. I don't fall for that
Yeah,
stuff.
Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. More than 50% of people claim that knowing this fact about their partner is a sign of true love. What is that thing? We both know this.
Read it again?
50% of people, over 50%, think knowing this about their partner means that they really love each other. What is it?
My favorite color?
No. Password to their phone.
Oh.
Yeah, because there are people who keep that info from their loved one.
Mine isn't even usually locked.
Yeah. Well, your phone and mine both, they come with a lock screen, so you have to get past
I used to always just remove it, and I don't think I
exactly.
can remove
I don't think
it
we
from
can either.
this phone.
And it's good to have it on there. But Heidi's passcode, by the way, is just
it doesn't
kidding.
matter to me. I don't care.
All right. That is the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Okay, what's this business about everybody eating oranges in the shower? It's another TikTok trend. Yeah. Here's how it goes. You turn on the shower, you grab an orange, you get in, you start peeling and eating the orange. Why? Supposedly, the shower's heat enhances the scent and the taste of the orange.
Okay.
I don't know who discovered this or why. According to a registered dietitian and a nutritionist writer, Allison Northrup, as a result, if some influencers are to be believed, your at-home shower may feel more like a fancy hotel or spa, and the smell of the orange can be extra delectable, transforming a daily task into an aromatic experience of relaxing self-care.
Yeah, I think I'll be skipping that.
The smell of citrus is known to be energizing, mood-enhancing, and stress-reducing.
That is absolutely true. But just buy yourself some orange or grapefruit-scented body wash, and it'll do the same thing.
Or just eat the orange before you go in there. I don't know, it just seems weird. Seems weird. That's why it's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com, although it should be brought to you by Radio Travel Group today, because listen to this. The top beaches in the world.
Okay.
I think we need to go see each of these to see if they're accurate. But the top 10 beaches of the world. So number 10 is Canalapi Beach in Maui. Next one is a beach in Cuba, Valadero Beach. And then one in Sicily, Italy, Spigali de Congle. I can't even say these, but I should go check all of them. Red Hunger Beach in India, another beach in, I'll just say where they are, in Portugal. Grace Bay Beach, I can say, Turks Caicos, Caribbean. Reichen something beach in Iceland. Cable Beach in Australia is number 3. Number 2, Eagle Beach in the Caribbean. And the number 1 beach in all of the world is in Brazil, Baio de Sancho.
I would love to go to Brazil.
We should probably go check all 10 of these.
I agree completely.
I've got the list. You can see how I should have said them. I'm sure I got it wrong, but thanks to Travel Advisor for sending that to me. I've got some vacations to book. What's that? We have no money? Okay.
No, there is no money.
Okay, I guess we're not going to. The List, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. 2 quotes today. You'll see why in a second. Groucho Marx said, "Behind every successful man is a woman. Behind her is his wife." What?
Wow.
And Voltaire said, "Behind every successful man is a surprised mother-in-law." I like that one better.
Okay.
Like, wow, he did make something of himself. You were right? What? Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com, and I love this story. Here's the headline. Hero bus driver saves a student from an oncoming car.
Oh.
Yeah, this happened in Ohio. Bus driver being praised for having the awareness to protect this student. Tecumseh local schools in Ohio posted a video of a bus driver saving a student from being hit by a passing car. In the video, the bus makes a routine stop to let the student out. Before the young man exits the bus driver notices a vehicle attempting to pass, which you should never, ever do, by the way. You don't pass a bus. And this was going to pass on the right, so right past the door, the kid was going to step out.
Oh, my gosh.
The person stops the kid. She grabs him by the backpack, says, "We are feeling very grateful this evening for the alertness and quick actions of one of our amazing bus drivers." The video shows a car passing on the right as the bus was stopped to drop off a student. It says, "We did seek permission from the student's parents prior to sharing this in order to spread bus safety awareness and to celebrate this driver's actions. This is a reminder. Please never, ever, ever pass a bus." When they stop, they're letting kids.
Everyone is supposed to know this. And there's a big stop sign that sticks out from the side of the bus.
It amazed me the number of times I would see people pass. I usually not out driving around at like time before. We had kids that we would be taking to school and picking up. So now they're old and they don't do that anymore. But back when we would take our kids to school, the number of times I would see people passing a bus, it amazed me. I'm like, did you not learn that you're not supposed to do that? So apparently that's not a common thing that you know, but I'll just say it again. Don't ever pass a bus. You don't do that. The kids are getting on the bus, getting off the bus. And like Heidi said, most of the time when they stop, there's a giant stop sign that jets out to stop you. But people still, for whatever reason, think, oh, I can pass. I'm in a hurry. Well, it doesn't matter if you're in a hurry. You could literally run over and kill somebody. Yeah. So don't be in a hurry. Huge thank you to this bus driver. I cannot believe they don't have the bus driver's name in the story. But the bus driver, whoever that bus driver is, hero.
Hero.
Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to The John and Heidi Show.